Okay, so you're back again for part 2 of that Vivacious vision board. The purpose of this particular video is to create the vision board and assemble our vision board. If you saw part 1, then we talked about the vision board and what it represents and its purpose. Just in case you missed that video, I'll put that link, boom, right there. But we need clarity, we need to stay focused, and we need to concentrate. Here it's at the beginning of the year. We're kind of like still dragging from the holidays. We got to get back on board so that, hey, we feeling good about ourselves and losing weight, right? Thank you for returning to Healthy Living with Ms. Renee the Barber. Now, if you're new to this channel, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you for staying with me on my journey. All right, now, let's get into the housekeeping rules. You know what they are. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, share, comment, and what? Hit that like button. You know this is a Healthy Living channel, and what do? We have our swig of water. All right, now if you don't have your water, go get your water. Hit that pause button, and when you return, we'll be here. All right, now let's take that swig together. All right, so you're back again for part 2. Okay, so you're back again for part 2 of that Vivacious vision board. You know, it's a new year. It's at the beginning of the year. We're kind of like still dragging from the holidays. We got to get back on board so that, hey, we feeling good about ourselves and losing weight, right? This is my weight loss journey, and that is the purpose. So if you saw part 1, then we talked about the vision board and what it represents and its purpose. Just in case you missed that video, I'll put that link, boom, right there. But we need clarity, we need to stay focused, and we need to concentrate. So the purpose of this particular video is to assemble our vision board and create the vision board. Alrighty, so now I have some supplies on my table behind me, and we're going to go through, you know, like I mentioned, I just went around the house. I didn't buy anything new. There may have been some material, I call them scraps, that I had left over from various projects that I've been working on, not just recently, but throughout the years. And maybe I'll use some of the things on my table, maybe I won't. I'm just going to let my creative juices flow to reach my goal, which is to complete the vision board. Now, I plan to do it in 1 or 2 days. So I advise you to take your time. Find the right imaging tools that you want to place on your vision board. You know, you could use anything. You can use materials, anything, a little scrap, you know, scratch piece of material, maybe a birthday card that someone sent you years ago that you're still hanging on to, anything that makes you happy. All right, so it's a gloomy day outside. I don't know where you're located. It's kind of gloomy, and this is a perfect day to create that vision board. You know, as long as you're staying busy, what? You're not eating, you're not thinking about food, and that's part of the plan of losing weight, right? All right, let's look at some of the material that I'm going to use on our vision board. Let me add word of caution for the vision board. No food, no water. We don't want our supplies to be damaged. All right, so let's look at some of the great finds that I found just around the house. I showed you, when was that? Yesterday. I'm going to use these boards. Am I too close? I'm gonna use these boards. I have about, how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 boards. And I also have this styrofoam piece as well that I used on another project probably about, I don't know, 2 years ago. Still have that. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this paper on. This is Christmas paper. As I mentioned, you can use your Christmas wrapping paper to cover your boards. I think just for neatness sake, I'm going to just leave this red on. Who knows? I may change my mind. Alrighty then, what else do we have here? We have letters to use. I hooked up my printer, put new ink in it, but it's still not printing right. So I had some leftover letters, got the sparkly kind. Can you see that? The sparkly letters. And some of this stuff, mainly this stuff came from, I've had just over the years, but like that's a letter D in black. And there's more than one D. It's just a simple piece of paper. Let's see. See, it's just a simple piece of paper. I think I got that at the dollar store, maybe the sparkly paper at Walmart. These are the stick-on kind. You peel and stick. Got the numbers, different sizes, symbols. Here's your Jazz It Up paper that you can get at Dollar Tree. Each sheet is about $1. And some more letters, sparkly letters. Sparkly letters from Walmart. So those are the letters that I will be using. Now these are a little thick. I don't know if you can see that, but they're a little thick. So these are too. These are a little thick. Let me see if I can get a good picture of how thick these are. About like that. All right, let's move on to paper, my background. Now this, I believe, I did get this at Walmart, but it's a good find. It is the paper pad, just decorative sheets of paper. You can choose whatever colors you want. I kind of like gold, so I go with the gold flare. Let me just show you what's in this book. Oh, so you already have sayings that you may want to post on your board. Let's look. That one says, "Oh, happy day. You're looking especially good today. Just be cool. XOXO. Be wild. Hello. Butterfly." That may be a B. No, I don't know what that is, but shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Keep soaring. Wonderful. Creativity. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so there's a double of that. Different patterns. Saying, dream as though you'll live forever. Live as if you'll be gone tomorrow. Awesome. I may put that on my vision board. These are just different patterns. This is like a black and white pattern. I took a purple box and I covered it in this paper. It's gorgeous now. Just a simple box, just a box. But that box now looks rich. Some striped gold and white paper. I think this paper is like 12 by 12. I'm trying to get to the very end so you can see. Let's see what I want to show you. Like here, this is exactly what I want to show you. Now here are, remember I mentioned I wanted to break it down into months. So you got January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and all the months here. However, that's kind of small. Now I may use the days, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that of the week, but not the months. I think I'm gonna create my months using these stickers, okay? And then you have the numbers in this book, as well as just little flags. like currently, and it's the weekend, things like that. Here's some little sayings. Treat yourself. Make it happen. Happy life. Enjoy the little things. This was a great find. I want to say this book was probably about, I don't know, I want to say probably about $19. So I bought this book. Let's see if the price is on here. Nah, I bought this book maybe about 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Alrighty then. I also have just some regular paper. This is typing paper, construction paper, black, as well as red. Now here are just some odds and ends. Let's see, just different tabs. Remember I told you I may use some Post-it notes because I may change up. My vision board is going to be more permanent because I'm going to use glue. I may use some, what are they called? Command strips. I didn't have index cards, or I couldn't find my index cards, so I have some small envelopes, so I'll just use that. Just different paper. Now this Christmas cards, I'm not going to use the Christmas card itself, but I may sit like, let's say, something like that, where you just see the, let's see, can you see that? Let me see if you can see that. See, that's the Christmas card, but I may just like put something, my envelope over it. So now it's just created a border, alrighty? Don't forget, you need your scissors. And I have some, what I plan to do is, let me put my camera down. I have some hooks here. You've seen the black ones. Let me see if I can go find those black ones. All right, so let me show you some hooks. I was showing you these actual hooks. These are plastic. You can get them at Dollar Tree. You can probably get about 12 for $1. Same with the black ones. You can get these at Dollar Tree. You get a whole pack for, I mean, like I said, like $1, right? And these, yeah, I got these at Dollar Tree as well too. A whole pack of those for $1. Now you see I have different color. This one's a nice one. It has, almost looks like a butterfly maybe. It's purple. That's a clip. And I have not yet opened this jar. I believe I got this one at Target. I'm not sure how much the cost was on this particular item. And I've had this for years and I've never opened it. But let me show you what, let me show you what I want to do with the clips. All right, now I have in this box some push pins. Let's see. Actually, these are just clear push pins. You've seen these before. You've seen them before. Just regular old clip pins, push pins. All right, so I got a whole lot in this drawer. Not drawer, what am I talking about? In this box. I got a lot in this box, okay? So this will help with quick hanging as well as changing, all right? So what I'll do is open one side, open one side of my, my clamp. So I'll open one side of my clamp like that. I may leave both of them. Okay, I want to look in the, so I may want to open one side of the clamp. Just one side will be up like that. Alrighty. And I will just push these to the side. This is just for demonstration. So let's say, okay, I'm going to use this board for, let's say I'm going to use this particular board for January. So all I do, put my push pin in here. Okay, put my push pin in. And can you see that? It probably would be better if it was on a black type background. There's my push pin right there. I'm just going to hang my clip right on that. Okay, you could remove this piece or you could just flip it up. Okay, so like I said, you could remove this side of your clip or you can flip it up like I have in this position. All right, so that would be the first step you do. So let's say I'm using this particular board. Let's see. Okay, so I'm using this board as my January board. Initially I had said I was going to break it down into quarters, January, February, March, but this may just be my January board. All right, so remember I was telling you I would take my old Christmas card that I'm not going to ever use, or I'm not going to use. I've had these, believe it or not, about 20 years, okay? So I'm going to glue that right on top, right? Create that border. Use my letters over there to create the word January. And now all I have to do is clip it to my board. Now that's how I can change things quickly. Now, next month, I'll use another envelope. Where's my envelopes? Here. Maybe this envelope will say February. So all I gotta do is take out January, right? Take that off, toss it to the side, maybe use it next year, and slip in February. All right, maybe February because it's love month. Maybe because it's love month, I will use, I don't know, maybe I'll use a red hook. Can you see that? Maybe I'll use my red hook. Okay. Clip it to my paper. Write February on it with my silver pen. And there it is. Very easy to change, right? Very easy to change. All right. So that's what I'm planning to do with my hooks. I did mention you should have your scissors. I always keep my notepad, write notes, what I'm thinking. I'll have my my corrector in case I make a mistake if I'm writing. Now, I told you about the tape, decorative tape, and I showed this to you in my last video, that one. But I also mentioned to you that I have smaller sizes. So this is about, that matches, right? This is, about a fourth of the size of this. So I can use this to create a border or maybe columns. Not sure yet. We'll see, all right? Got this, I know I got this at either Walmart or Myers, okay? And they probably cost about $1. So yeah, so I have, that's the same. But you see the patterns, the difference in the patterns? This is more sparkly, like a little glitter. It doesn't have glitter in it, but it's just sparkle. And this one's more of a pattern. All right, so I'm not sure which one I'm gonna use. Like I said, I do like gold. All right. Now, I showed you my push pins. And here's some more tape that I'm gonna use. You may have this just laying around the house. This is electrical tape. So if I wanna create a hard border, I may use this black tape. We gotta be creative, right? Yeah. I talked about the clamps yesterday. Remember, I showed you these clamps. I believe I got these from Menards. I got, how many do I have here? 4. I think they were like a quarter or 50 cents. They were very inexpensive. So check your local hardware store. So let's just say that, okay, and but these clamps I got at Dollar Tree. These I did get at Dollar Tree. And I think about 3 or 4 come in a pack. Probably 3, because I have 3 blue ones and 3 white ones. You get 3 in a pack. So let me show you how I'm going to use this. Okay, let's just say that I'm going to use this particular piece, this piece here, right? And I'm going to use the red, but maybe I want it larger. So I would glue the two together. And once they're glued, I would just simply take my bracket, and make sure that it sits overnight so that it can dry. Alrighty, so that's how I'm going to use these clamps. I'll just say, so that's how I'm going to use those clamps. Okay, just so that they're stable and they don't move. Now I hope my table doesn't look too cluttered here. I had it fairly organized. You want to keep things in a clear view so you can recall what you have and what you don't have. So here's my little cheap glue gun. All right, you can get this at Dollar Tree, okay, probably for $1, and you'll have to buy your glue sticks. Okay, you can get them at Walmart, Myers, wherever, you know. So I could use Elmer's glue, but I didn't have any Elmer's. I think all my Elmer's glue actually is dried up. I have some Hodgepodge, but I'm not sure if it's secure. Will it secure and hold like I want it to? All right, so moving around the table. Okay, let's start with this. Remember last night I was telling you about the shower curtain hooks that I purchased. I actually got this pack from Dollar Tree for $1. You get 12 hooks in each packet. So what I plan to do with these, I'm not sure. I haven't made up my mind, but going back to my board, I got my January board, and I could put a hole here, a hole in this corner, and a hole in this corner. And then I would hook my shower curtain there. See what I'm saying? To hang it. My hand is in the way. I would just hook it to hang it some kind of way. Now I can leave it like that. And this is really good because you can easily open your shower curtain hook to insert a new board, right? So this side may be January, but I can flip this board and make this side February, right? So what I'll do is, I got plenty of ribbon. I haven't even showed you my ribbon. I told you I'm a crafter. So what I can do is put a hook there, hook on this side, and a hook on this side, and then tie a ribbon. Because you want your vision board to look aesthetically pleasing, right? You want to have it to be, you want your board to draw your eye to the board, right? That's what you want to see. You're going to be looking at this a lot. And remember, I'm going to be making my vision board to be more of a manipulative. So I may change it on a daily basis. It's going to be permanent, the things that I adhere to it, but there are going to be some things that I can actually change. And so I'm going to need to be able to work with it. I can work with it on a daily basis, a weekly basis, or a monthly basis, okay? So the shower curtain hooks will work well for that. And on top of that, one of my viewers and a fellow YouTuber named Suavington, S-U-A-V, let me get the correct spelling. He is a physical fitness coach, and he's been watching my videos, and he saw the one I posted last night regarding my vision board and the purpose of it. And so he wrote a comment, and he said that he liked the shower curtain hook idea for hanging. So look him up. His name, I'm just giving him a shout out. Let's see. Let me get that. Let me put my glasses on. I believe his name is Swavington, alrighty? Suavington, alrighty then. Check him out on YouTube. Thank you, Swavington. So because he mentioned that he liked the shower curtain hook idea, I'm definitely going to use it. Thank you for your comment. All right, so as I mentioned, we can get our imaging from various places, like the local grocery store flyer that you get in the mail. Of course, we know Pete's. If you're not familiar with Pete's and you're in the Chicagoland area, I'm gonna post the video. I went to Pete's, showed you all of their fresh produce and vegetables and fruit. So I'm gonna post that link right now. So anyway, what I decided, I saw this, caught my eye. Oranges, it's winter time. Oranges, I like the color, so I'll definitely use this picture, this imaging. And plus, look, it says 2020. Great. I like this clothing store, Monroe and Maine. They have both plus sizes and regular size, but I do like her top that she has on with the beads around the cuffs and around the collar. So I'll probably use this picture on my vision board. I'll find something in here, I'm pretty sure. Items that I found you may want to use. An X-Acto knife for when you're cutting and you want to cut the straight edges. Sometimes it's more concise than scissors. I also mentioned that I was going to probably use some command strips. These are the command strip squares. You can get these at the dollar store, Dollar Tree, for $1. You see how many you get, a big roll. I also found just some paper, some poster board. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or not. Just look around the house and see what you have. Now this project's going to take me longer than what I had really actually anticipated. So this is going to be more than a two-part series. So the first part we discussed about the vision board, what it provides, what its purpose. And now, today, the materials that I just found laying around the house, okay? So they range from newspaper flyers from your grocery store to old magazines. These, I don't know, you may have used for other projects around the house. These are actually tools that you find in the hardware store. So just use your imagination and let your vision board express you, express your personality, and let it be the goal that you choose. Alrighty, so I am going to continue working on my vision board. Now here's what I'm thinking before I close out here. This side, I'm going to cut it. I may cut it down. I'm not real sure. But on the opposite side, this side with the pattern that I've glued, and I've got to seal that seam, maybe, maybe not. This will be my January, okay? And when I flip it to the side that's not yet covered with paper, could possibly be my February, alrighty? Okay, so I'll continue working on my vision board. The next video that you will see will be the actual assembly and the creation. All right, I hope that you are in the process of thinking of ideas to make your vision board, and I hope you're coming up with some great ideas. I can't wait to see your vision board when you make your vision board. And it doesn't have to take your time, but don't belabor over it. This is January. Let's say you want it done in the next week. When you do create your vision board, please send me a picture so I can post on my YouTube page. Alrighty, now let's go ahead and close out this. Stay tuned for part 3 of our Vivacious vision board. And I'm looking forward to the magnificent ideas that you have. All right, so now let's close this video out. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, share, comment, and what? Don't forget that like button. All righty now. Here's the healthy living.